Please be seated. Hello, Grant.
Hello.
Hello, Tiffany.
Hi.
If everybody will, just take a deep breath out there. Just take a deep breath. That's good. You guys do that too. One of the images from Scripture is that there is a cloud of witnesses that rejoices with us. There's a cloud of witnesses of people who are faithful. And as Christians enter into the victory lap, right, we join those people and they cheer us on. When you decide to get married, Grant, when you decide to get married, one of the first things you do is you make a guest list. You decide who you want to be there. And those people are the people that you love and the people that have supported you. And everyone here, right, was on that list, and they are here to support you. And these gentlemen here and these ladies here, they are your cloud of witnesses. And they have surrounded you, literally, because they want to be here to honor you and to help you and support you in what you're doing and the decision you have made. Just like our God in heaven is drawing near to us right now. And He is here, and He is surrounding you, and He is guiding you, and He is wanting to be with you. Very early on in Scripture, Grant, Tiffany, we learn that maybe the worst thing at the very beginning was that man was alone. So He established a way for man to not be alone, and that is the union of two people. But before you decide to get married, you gotta start dating. And that almost didn't happen. So Grant was supposed to help Tiffany move her furniture, right? Furniture and things. And he went, he didn't know her very well. And he kind of started to like her. I think carrying boxes of books made him like her. I don't know. You can catch the story later. And at the end of moving in, she said, "Hey, Grant, can I buy you some pizza?" And Grant, in his ever suave way, said, "No."
Gotta meet a friend.
He said, "I have to meet someone else. I'm leaving." And he left at 3 o'clock to go have dinner. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed, and the rest is history, and here we are today. I've personally loved getting to know these guys and hearing these stories over these last months. And they want you to know some things about them. They want you to know that a lot of their life has been filled with just trial and anxiety of trying to become the people that they want to be. But they also want everybody here to know that they want God to be in the forefront of what they're doing right now, but also in the family that they build together. Their deep desire is that God be the first thing and the primary thing in all that they do. The best marriage advice I've ever gotten, I share this often, is don't get married unless you want to learn how selfish you are. And you don't really realize until you are in a relationship, a committed relationship, how most of your decisions up until this point have been about you. That's just the way it works. But now you've got to consider someone else. And so you very quickly learn that, yeah, you are a selfish person, but in God's grand design, marriage helps keep us humble and makes us into the people that He needs us to be. So we're watching this ceremony, we're watching this event with our eyes, but we also want to remember that there is something spiritual going on that we don't see. In Ephesians chapter 5, it reads like this. Brothers and sisters, live in love as Christ loved us. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ loved the church and handed Himself over for her to sanctify her, cleansing her by the bath of water with the word, that He might present to Himself the church in splendor, without spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that she might be holy and without blemish. So also husbands should love their wives as their own bodies, for he who loves his wife loves himself. For no one hates his own flesh, but rather nourishes and cherishes it, even as Christ does the church, because we are members of His body. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife. The two will become one flesh. And this is a great mystery. And he is speaking in reference to Christ and the church. God has designed this to change us, and that is a good thing. At this time, we would like to ask the immediate family to come right up here and join for a prayer. You guys have already joined hands. Grant, will you repeat after me? Or answer this question in just a second. Grant, do you take Tiffany to be your wife? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others, and holding only to her forevermore?
I do.
Tiffany, do you take Grant to be your husband? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, protect him, forsaking all others, and holding only to him forevermore?
I do.
Grant, repeat after me. I, Grant, take you, Tiffany, to be my wife,
I, Grant, take you, Tiffany, to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
and I promise my love
and I promise my love
to you forevermore.
to you forevermore.
Tiffany, repeat after me. Tiffany, I take you, Grant, to be my husband,
I take you, Grant, to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poor,
and I promise my love to you forevermore.
and I promise my love to you forevermore.
And symbolic of this commitment, let's exchange some rings. Do you have a ring?
I think so.
This represents these vows and the promises that they have exchanged already. Grant, as you place this ring on your bride's finger, repeat after me. Tiffany, may this ring ever be to you
Tiffany, may this ring ever be to you
a symbol of my growing love.
a symbol of my growing love.
I will respect,
I will respect,
honor,
honor,
and cherish you
and cherish you
in all times,
at all times,
in all places,
in all places,
in all ways,
in all ways,
forevermore.
forevermore.
Tiffany, do you have a ring?
I do.
If you will, place it on his finger and repeat after me. May this ring ever be to you
May this ring ever be to you
a symbol of my growing love.
a symbol of my growing love.
I will respect,
I will respect,
honor,
honor,
and cherish you
and cherish you
in all times,
at all times,
in all places,
in all places,
in all ways,
and always,
forevermore.
forevermore.
Paul says this in Corinthians 13. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. And it is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. It does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres, and love never fails. Grant and Tiffany, it's been my pleasure to be here today to be a part of this and to see what's happening. And by the power given to me, I now pronounce you man and wife. Grant, you may kiss your bride. This is Mr. and Mrs. Grant Stewart.